Hey guys, my name is Mannequin. I just wanted to do a channel update. So there are some good things and there are some bad things, unfortunately. So the first thing I want to talk about is the good stuff because that's kind of what's most important. And I apologize that the camera's really shaky. I don't actually have it, sitting, on something right now. So a little bit of shakiness here that we're gonna have, but that's because I need to show you guys something. But anyway, so the good thing kind of is that right now I've been really trying to get live streams working, and we're getting closer and closer to actually having a consistent live stream going. And I just kind of wanted to put out what my schedule will potentially be. So I'm not 100% sure, but right now I have two tentative dates per se that I would be doing live streams on. So it'd either be Monday at around 12:30 to 1ish, probably closer to 1 p.m. Pacific time, so that's a California time. I'm in California. Do the conversion. Unfortunately, I can't set it to some other time that works for everybody. But basically, what it's going to be around 1 p.m. California time, which is Pacific time. And that would be either Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday is also an option, and there's a potential I could do it slightly earlier in the day on Tuesdays as well. But most likely, those are the two times that'll work best for me. So either Monday or Tuesday at around 1 p.m. Pacific time. So that's what it's looking like by way of streams, and I'm getting closer and closer to like finalizing the streams. Basically, I just have a couple kinks to work out in terms of performance, just to get it so my computer doesn't get all laggy and everything like that when I'm doing streams, because that was the one issue I ran into last stream. Otherwise, it was working really well. The stream was at a high frame rate. The quality was really good. So it was just an issue of getting it so that my computer is not like freezing and everything when I'm trying to work on stuff. So that's the only thing I need to work on by way of the stream. But otherwise, we have things moving forward. And for those of you that are wondering, I am going to be doing a track from scratch series. That is not going to be my regular YouTube video style. I am actually going to live stream those, and the live stream is going to be saved onto the YouTube channel as well. So that's one of the things that's going to happen here. And also, just kind of, to throw it out there for you guys, someone suggested I do a series where I learn how to produce in a new genre. And I thought that was a great idea, but I want to hear your guys' feedback on that. And it kind of came about in one of my live streams where I was thinking, you know what, let me think about doing a dubstep track for this one. And I kind of started, but I was like, wow, I really don't know how to do dubstep. So I was kind of wary to actually do a stream in that. So about halfway through the stream, I'm like, you know what, let me just swap over to trance. So that's one of the things that I thought about doing for a series here that person actually suggested. I don't remember who suggested it, but thank you for the suggestion if that was you. So the idea would be I'd go through and I'd show how I go about learning a new genre, what approaches I take, and how I kind of get the feel for the genre and get better at the genre. So I thought that'd be great for those of you that are looking to expand your horizons to new genres, or for those of you that are still trying to figure out how to get your tracks to sound like they're part of a genre. So that's up to you guys. That's something else that I'd like to potentially do, but that's kind of going to be something that is going to be a little bit less higher priority than actually a track from scratch series, because track from scratch I know a lot more of you want. And a lot more of you have asked, hey, when's that going to happen, dude? You said that you're going to do that. Yes, that is coming very soon, but not as soon as I hope. And that's the reason that I'm really doing this video right now. I'm actually doing a channel update right now. And that is because, unfortunately, my computer died. And, you can see my laptop there. That's my Windows computer. I can do FL Studio stuff, so I am going to do some FL Studio tutorials in the meantime, but unfortunately, my only computer that runs Mac died. And just to say that I'm not, making an excuse here, just trying to say, yeah, my computer died, so I can't do Logic tutorials. This is actually like 100% proof that it is dead. That's my motherboard, and it is out of my computer, so you can tell that I am not joking, because I would not rip apart my computer and pull out the motherboard, which is one of the hardest things to pull out when my computer is like not actually broken. So yeah, my motherboard I came back from the weekend and my motherboard was fried, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I am getting it RMA'd, so I'm gonna get it replaced, but that's probably gonna take 2 weeks. It may take more, it might take less, we'll see. So that means there's going to be at least 2 weeks that I'm not going to be able to do any videos in Logic. I do have a backlog for my remixing from scratch series that I'm still pushing out videos. And I was actually planning on speeding those up when I got a streaming series actually started. But for now, that is going to keep going, so don't worry about that, because those were already pre-recorded. And But otherwise, I'm going to be doing FL Studio tutorials because my only Mac died. So I can't. I unfortunately, as much as I wish I could, I can't do those. And I did want to kind of mention here. You could probably notice my latest video that I uploaded. It was well before this one, obviously. It was kind of a video on EXS, but one of the things that I kind of noticed was that it got 2 likes and 2 dislikes, and that's not that big of a deal, but it kind of, it kind of solidified something that I was kind of thinking about, and that was I was kind of unsure as to what to do by way of that video, and I actually recorded that video 3 times before uploading it, and in the end, I'm still not really satisfied with that video. So the issue I kind of ran into, fortunately before my computer died, was that it kind of feels like I'm starting to push out some videos when I don't really know what direction I'm going. So it's kind of good that my computer broke in a sense, because then now I could actually have I could focus on FL Studio and I'll know what I'm going to be doing in that, because I know what direction I'd take to start a series in that regard. But with the Logic series, it kind of feels like I'm running out of stuff to do. So I would like your guys' suggestions in terms of what to do. But at the same time, I kind of want it to be a unified series and not be kind of like half-baked stuff. So that's kind of the thing that I felt from this latest video that I uploaded. It kind of felt half done. It didn't really feel like I was doing as good as I could have in terms of a tutorial. So I want to avoid that, and that's kind of something I'm going to be thinking about in the next couple of weeks here while I wait for my computer or my motherboard to get repaired and sent back. But I do want to continue the series, but I think I might need to slow it down in order for us to like not run out of content. And I'm not saying like plan ahead and then like just release slower so it like lasts longer. More of what I'm thinking is I need to kind of slow it down so I could better think about the content for the next video, and really make better decisions and really make sure I'm outputting quality content instead of just a lot of content. So that said, I do want to say one other quick thing. I did actually find a site where, actually I'll tell you the name of it because it is a pretty cool site, where producers and vocalists can collaborate. It's called Vocalizer, Vocalizer. And that's a really interesting site that hopefully I'm going to try to get a vocalist from. And if that happens, then I will be able to do a vocalist series finally. Or a series on vocals rather. So I mean, I could show you guys some tips and tricks for, doing really weird vocal things, but without a actual vocalist, I can't do, things about EQing, pitch correction, and flex time, and all the things that you really need a good vocalist for in order to actually, show real world examples of how you would improve vocals and stuff. But what I could do, I think I'll do after that is kind of like a fun vocal series where, all the one shots you hear for like deep house, electro house, dubstep and stuff like that. How do they get those sort of characteristic sounds? I think I'll do a series after my main vocal series on those, because I do actually know how to create quite a few of those. And but I do want to do a actual vocal series first, and it's looking more possible now that I found somewhere where I can actually find a vocalist. And I just need to get a track all prepped up that is very suited for vocals, and lyrics for it written out. I'll either do the lyrics or I'll have my sister, who is she's art and literature sort of thing. So she might do the lyrics for me, but we'll kind of see how that goes. So hopefully I'll have a vocal track for us to do the whole thing in. But if that doesn't happen, then I may just resort to finding as dry vocals as I can somewhere off the internet and then using those. But I don't want to use those because usually those are pre-processed already, which kind of ruins the whole thing. So I am still looking for a vocalist. I'm not like slacking on that, but the whole thing about my computer kind of getting toasty is going to set me back a little bit, just because I'm going to be resorting to FL Studio, which I'm not as familiar with, but I do know how to use. It's just I don't know. I'm not like a lot of people say I'm like really good at Logic, and I could like tell them basically anything they need to know in Logic. That's not entirely true. Although I do thank people for saying that about me, but I do know a lot about Logic. I will admit I know a lot about it. I'm not perfect at it. I'm not a professional at it by any means, but I could share a lot in Logic. FL Studio I know how to use, but I'm not as much of a wizard per se. So it's okay that I'm going to start an FL Studio series here, just because I'm going to be going over the basics, and I might redo my entire Mastering EDM series for FL Studio just because I know people would like that. But if I don't do that, I'll at least do an introduction to FL Studio, kind of like the first 5 or so episodes that I have for Logic. I'll do the same sort of thing with FL, where I'm kind of talking about, you know, the layout, the important parts, what you need to worry about, what you don't need to worry about. So that's pretty much all I have for this video, but I would like your guys' feedback and comments, and kind of, you know, what direction would you like to see this channel go? One of the things, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. One of the things I was considering was, instead of actually recording my videos, my tutorials and stuff, and then posting them, I was thinking about switching to live streams entirely. And the reason is because when I record a video, I have to record it, then I have to edit it, then I have to render it, and then I have to upload it. So that's 4 steps that take a lot of time to do. And that's, you know, it basically like almost quadruples the time. But when I live stream something, on the other hand, all I have to do is open up the stream and do the video. It's already recorded and uploaded to YouTube at the same time that I'm doing the stream. So it's a lot faster in terms of managing for me, and it doesn't bug me too much doing streams instead of recording. It just means that when I do something, I need to be fully prepared because there's no going back. I can't like re-record it per se. So, but the one con that I kind of want to ask you guys about is when I do it by way of live streams, it is going to be a little bit less formal, because there are going to be people that are going to be asking questions. I'm going to address those questions, and then additionally, I will not have like the outro at the end, which isn't that big of a deal. It's just kind of something that, you know, looks a bit nicer. But, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But that is up to you guys. I want to kind of ask you guys, would you prefer me switch all my videos to live streams instead of actually doing some of them pre-recorded and some of them live streamed and then uploaded later? Just because then I'd be able to cover the videos. You guys would be able to ask questions directly relevant to that, so I wouldn't like miss anything that all you guys are wondering for a particular topic. Because sometimes that happens. You know, I go in to cover a topic, and I think about the things that I'm thinking are important, but I forget some of the things that you guys are wondering about. So if I do it live stream, then you guys will actually have the opportunity to ask me, and I could answer the question in the videos instead of like in the comments after I upload the video and after the video is done. So, but that's up to you guys. Do you guys want me to switch over to live stream focus and actually do most of my stuff live stream, and then just kind of do it that way, because then it's easier for me in terms of managing it, because I don't have to spend so much time on something. But at the same time, you know, for you guys, it'll kind of be that trade-off. Do you like the whole, you know, it looking like a lesson, or would you not mind it being a little bit more informal and having more of a focus on content and answering everything instead of actually looking like, you know, something that you'd buy in terms of like a Logic series? So, and then one final thing before I wrap this video up, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all your support. Like I said, the latest video, how it kind of got a couple dislikes, it's basically like half-half likes and dislikes. And while I don't want to say that that's like, you know, showing that you guys aren't supporting me, but it's just kind of telling me that that video was not in the right direction. And I kind of felt like, you know, the idea I was getting was that I did that video and I just kind of pushed out a video so I could have a video out on Saturday, and it wasn't like my other videos in terms of like quality content and clarity. So it kind of, you know, it got dislikes faster than some of my other videos, and right now it's kind of sitting at that 50-50 point. So I wanted to thank you guys for, like, you know, giving me feedback in that regard, and also for showing all your support for all my other stuff. And because that really, you know, it really helps motivate me and stuff. And I also wanted to say thank you guys so much for, you know, that screen there. Because, you know, thanks to you guys watching all my videos, supporting me, subscribing, and liking all my videos and stuff like that. I was able to upgrade to a 1080p screen, so we now have that. And that said, I'm probably gonna have to rewrite my Patreon page, just because now there's a lot less focus on actually needing something to move the channel forward, and I could actually, you know, focus on the content. I don't have to worry about the fact that the videos look all nasty because they're so low resolution. Now we're at 1080p. Thank you guys so much. And that's like the one thing that I wanted to see happen for this channel. And that just because it's so much better when you guys don't have to worry about things looking all distorted, and you could actually just like focus on the video itself and the content itself and not get distracted by the poor quality. So that's one thing I was looking forward to. Now I do want to, like I said, there are some other things on my Patreon page that I'm going to need to reprioritize, but live streams is definitely the next thing coming up. And once I get that going, then I'll have to reprioritize again just to get that working. But before that happens, I need to get this bugger sent off. So yeah, I did custom build my computer, which is why I'm actually able to rip that out and know exactly what's going on. But for those of you that are curious, yes, I did custom build a computer and put Mac on it. So, but yeah, that's beside the point. That's not this video. If you guys are actually interested, I could do actually kind of an overview of what gear I use. I mean, I don't like to do it too much just because some people then think that, that's what they have to get. But at the same time, I think it's kind of useful for you guys to see that some of the stuff like, you see the quality of stuff that I do in terms of music. You could check out my SoundCloud, listen to my stuff, and be the judge yourself whether or not I sound professional or whether or not I sound intermediate or whatever. You be the judge of that, but I kind of just want to say that quality stuff is made with the gear I have. And the gear I have is not really expensive gear. It's probably about just under $1,000 worth of gear, which is not a lot in terms of studio equipment, because it's really easy to just spend $1,000 on one piece of equipment. So it's up to you guys. If you guys want to see kind of like a studio tour per se, that kind of just talks about some of the gear that I have, and just kind of really shows that I'm not using extremely expensive gear, but I could still get good stuff out of it. Then I might do that video, but it just kind of depends how much you guys want that. So that's talking about a lot. A big channel update here, just kind of saying everything that's going on, kind of my thoughts from the latest videos, how everything feels like it's slowing down, but I don't want to stop anything, and I want to kind of keep things running. And it's going to be up to you guys to really tell me what direction you want this channel to go, because this is for you guys. So if you guys aren't telling me what direction to go, then I'm probably just going to start moving in whatever direction I think it needs to go, but that's not always the right way, because it's not always what you guys want. So I think now is like the key time where you guys really need to help me and kind of get involved in the channel and become like the people that are moving the channel forward. And you guys are the ones that are like causing this channel to become so big. So no one subscribes. Well, not no one, but few people subscribe to really small channels, just because they see like the channel doesn't seem like it's got enough people on there. It's not strong enough. It's not big enough. It's not good enough because there's not enough people on it. So the fact that you guys you built it up to where it's almost 2,000 subscribers now, and I'm really impressed. I thought it was just going to be, I thought by the end of this year I might have like 700 subscribers. So I'm really shocked that it actually got to almost 2,000 before the end of the year. So thank you guys so much for that. But you guys are the ones that made this so big. So it's kind of, I don't want to say it's your job, but it kind of is. It's kind of your job to have a say in what direction this channel is going. You guys are the ones that are going to be moving it forward in terms of what do you want to see. Like, do you want to see product reviews? I mean, I personally wasn't intending on doing a lot of product reviews, but I could do reviews of the things I have and just kind of talk specifically about them if that's what you guys want. Or do you guys want to just focus on tutorials? Do you want me to kind of expand out and start, showing subscriber content, like you guys that make stuff and send me it and have me check it out? Do you want me to actually start featuring that stuff on the channel? What do you guys want to see? And it's all up to you. And like I said, this is, you guys are the ones that made this channel so it was as big as it is. You guys are the ones that are keeping this channel running by supporting me. So I don't see any reason for me to be the one calling all the shots. I mean, I think you guys deserve most of the credit in all of this, because you guys are the ones that are keeping it running. So like I said, I think now's the time for you guys to become involved and like really show what direction you want to see this channel going, and what you want to see out of the channel and stuff like that. So please send me your thoughts on that. Do you want me to start talking about like music, like the music, what do you call it? Like the industry, and kind of, learning more about that, and talking about, what to expect, how to get into it, stuff like that. I'm not very, I'm not actually well suited to talk about that, but I could very well figure it out, because I do have a few connections that I could actually get into it more, and talk more about, that. But, it's like I said, it's up to you. I want to hear what you guys really want to see, and that requires you guys to actually comment, because I mean, there's 2,000 subscribers, but there was actually a point around, I don't remember, I think it was around like 300 subscribers that actually there was a lot of people commenting and it was awesome. But now it's got around 2,000 subscribers, and not many people are commenting as much as they used to. So I would really like to see more involvement in that sort of regard, and I really want to see your guys's your thoughts, your comments, and everything like that. So anyway, lots of rambling in this video. I don't want to trim anything out in the editing. I think I'm just going to actually upload it as is. But I do want to say thank you guys so much for all your support so far. And please bear with me in this time where I have to wait for my computer to fix. Trust me, it is not fun for me either having my computer out, because that was my main computer. So, oh my gosh, having it gone is like, I have to resort to my laptop for everything, and it's really painful. But anyway, there's a 20-minute video here where I'm just rambling on and on and on. But I wanted to thank you guys so much for all your support, and I don't want to see this channel die. I want to see this channel just get stronger and stronger and stronger and go farther. And to be honest, I want to see this become like, if I could really say, I want to see like oh, what's his name? That one guy that does the video work, Andrew Kramer. He's insane with how good he is in the video industry, and his tutorials that he does are just awesome. And he has like websites where he sells and offers content for video work and stuff like that. That's what I want this channel to become. I want this channel to become something where it's like the audio production or EDM channel of YouTube that's just got everybody with all the awesome ideas. They're all sharing it like a community, and then we kind of have like this community where people can share the samples that they designed, or even sell the samples that they designed. It just becomes like this huge network of producers. That's what I'd love to see out of this channel, but that's all up to you guys. And you know, I can't do it by myself, and I can't put this channel in a direction that you guys don't want to go. So I really need to know what you guys want. But thank you guys so much for your support, and I really hope to see this channel grow and become a really big channel that's really helping a lot of producers out there. So anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.